Welcome to QU12 round 11. We're at Newcastle. We were going to be up in Scotland, but I like these people so much, there was added incentive to come right into the middle of the Telegraph pub, and we have got 7 of the nicest competitors we've ever met. And we're going to start with
My name's Barry Howbridge. I play in local sports quiz leagues and occasional pub quizzes.
Hi, I'm Peter Robson. I play for the Gosforth Empire in the National CRU quiz. I also run my own quiz, have done for about 15 years, hence the grey hair.
Hi, my name is Mike Foden. I'm a member of Gosforth Empire. I was also a member of a finals team in a BBC One programme called The Syndicate.
Hi, I'm Tony Gold. I play in local quizzes, but spend most of my time now setting quizzes.
Hello, I'm Dave Taylor. I'm from Sunderland and I play in the local quiz leagues, and I've been a semi-finalist on Dana Britain.
Hello, I'm Christine Moorcroft. I play for Hexham Rotary Club quiz team, and I've been on Mastermind twice.
and next to Christine we have the best competitor we've ever had. We've had Jed, who's come all the way from Hexham, and given current form is probably going to win this. Good luck, we're going to get stuck straight in. Because we've got 6 players, we're going to combine rounds 1 and 2. We're going to play them as normal. Round 1 will be 12 minutes, first on the buzzer, 1 point for correct answer, lose half your points for an incorrect interruption. Those scores will combine today with the round 2 scores. We'll talk more about round 2 later. Hit first question. Fingers on the buzzers, people. Good luck. Here we go. Who do I want to win? Tony Gold or Christine or Jed? Number 1. On September the 21st, 1745, where did the Jacobite army? 8. Barry Howbridge.
Culloden.
Not Culloden. Lose half your point. Where did the Jacobite army, loyal to James Francis Edward Stuart and led by his son Charles? It's number 5, Tony Gold.
Preston Pans.
Preston Pans. All questions die hard. Well done. 1 point, you're in the lead. Question 2. Republican Michael Hastings of Geraldry, New South Wales, works at the Australian Rice Research Institute. What position has Tony Robinson speculated that Mr. Hastings might make claim to after establishing the illegitimacy of Edward IV? That's number 6, Mike Foden.
King of England.
King of England is absolutely correct. Next question. Do not alert him to my presence, I'll deal with him myself. Were words spoken by King Jaffe Joffer when looking for his son Akeem in the film Coming to America. Name the same actor who more famously said the same. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Eddie Murphy.
Not Eddie Murphy, lose half a point. 6, Mike Foden.
I was going to say Eddie Murphy as well.
Not there's half a point, Mike. You make things awkward for Will. Name the same actor who more famously said the same words about his other on-screen son, Luke Skywalker, in The Empire Strikes Back, while voicing the guise of Darth Vader. 7, Peter Robson.
Jones, James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones is the correct answer. 1 point for Peter. Next question. Cliff Morgan, 1970 to 1975. 6, Mike Foden.
Captain on Question of Sport.
Great answer. Next question. Mike, that was awesome. 5. Which fictional character had a helicopter crash resulting in an amputation of his leg? 3. Dave Taylor by a 300th of a second.
Roy Race.
Roy Race of the Rovers is the correct answer. Would that be your answer as well, Peter? And put Peter Race's rocket, of course. Next question, good luck. Another football question. When King Edward II was brutally murdered, he could little have imagined that 677 years later, in the European Football Championships, a Swiss player would have been sent off whilst playing England in their 2004 Group B match. Give this player's name, which phonetically sums up the King's dying condition. 5, Tony Gold.
Burnt arse.
Burnt arse is the correct answer. Awesome. If I say awesome again during this quiz, I will give the first player to claim a pint of beer. Which end and which port have respectively Britain's longest and second longest piers? 6, Mike Foden.
South.
Southend and Southport is correct.
That's right.
Next question. What do the horses that won the Grand National in 1968, 1978, Barry Howbridge?
Red.
Red is correct. Red Alligator, Red Rum and Red Marauder were going to be the answers there. Introduced in 1881, at the time it was equal to the French franc. taking the archaic Bulgarian name for the lion, 100 stotinki equal which unit of bulk? 7, Peter Robson.
Lev.
Lev is a good answer. Well done, 1 point. 10. Which comic featured an eponymous strip about Raddy, Simpy, Fieldy and Cotty, who all shared the same Christian name? 4, Christine Moorcroft.
Bunty.
Bunty's correct, and Christine got the ball.
Oh, Mary's.
A hard man is good to find. Don't marry a man to reform him, that's what reform schools are for. And I believe in censorship, I made a fortune out of it. Are all quotes from which actress? She of the 6, Mike Foden.
Mae West.
Mae West is correct. Anybody who's playing this quiz ever in the future, will tell me if the collar's not straight, honestly. Next question. Good luck, everybody. On November the 25th, 1034, anniversary today, who was passed over as King of Scotland or Albert? 8, Barry Howbridge by a few hundredths of a second.
Macbeth.
Macbeth. Christine, you were very unlucky there. You were very close behind, I assure you. What was the surname of the sibling German professors Jacob 3, Dave Taylor.
Grimm.
Grim, you're not giving them much leeway today, you guys, are you? Barry and Mark, if you'd have been played today, you'd have been out by now. Oh my goodness, here we go. Schizostachyium glaucoifolium is a species name. For which wooded perennial evergreen plants, often referred to as the tallest grass in the world. 5, Tony Gold.
Bamboo.
And you all know he's correct, don't you?
Yep.
Next one. Which label featured arrows, mud, Susie 6. Mike, how did I know you were going to get this one?
Rack Records.
Rack Records is correct, all produced by Mickey Most. Next question. Good luck, everybody. You'll all know the answer to this, I'm sure. In Japan, the kawagata, or kyoitai, was made from thin leather, and the kabotagata was made from tortoiseshell or horn. Sounds like Kill Bill. In the 1500s, they were made of linen, but animal gut ones gained popularity in the 1700s. Actual rubber ones were developed shortly after the creation of vulcanization, and in the 1930s, liquid latex manufacturing. 3, Dave Taylor.
Condoms.
Condoms is correct. You ever used one?
Not tonight, Josephine.
I'm sure the tortoiseshell ones give you a great thrill. Next book. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. I'll give you a time check in just a minute. Blast, Ravens and Orioles are respectively the soccer, football and baseball. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. We're at the halfway stage. I'm going to ask one more question and then we're going to go to Will for a score check. Which city is located on the northwestern shore of a lake of the same name, a few kilometres east of Pursuit and west of St. Blaise? At the foot of the Jura Mountains, the heart of the Swiss watchmaking industry. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Geneva.
Sorry, lose half your points, Barry.
Again.
The heart of the Swiss watchmaking industry, its name is the French for Newcastle. 3, Dave Taylor.
Neuchâtel.
No.
4, Christine Moorcroft.
Sorry. I might be wrong too, then no chateau.
No, I'm afraid I can't give you Newcastle, and if you've not said anything, I'd have given you it. You lose half your points, Christine. We're going to go to Will for the score, so Will, how are we doing?
Okay, yeah, people are buzzing more enthusiastically because the scores will count for round 2 as well. In the lead is Mike Foden on 4.5 points. Just behind him is Tony Gold on 3 points. Peter Robson has 2 points. Dave Taylor, who a few seconds ago had 3 points, is now on 1.5. Barry Howbridge is also on 1.5. Christine is on 0.5 point, and Jed is stands to be eliminated.
Swizz.
Jed's barking up the wrong tree.
Oh.
With 5 minutes left, the clock started again. Good luck, everybody. The sequels to which book are called In 20 Years After and the Vicomte de Bragelonne, all 3 of which tell the adventures of the non-eponymous D'Artagnan. 7, Peter Robson and a huge flurry of pressers.
3 Musketeers.
Is worth 1 point. Well done, Peter. Got in first. Which country may be 1,400 miles from Istanbul, 3,250 miles from the Niger Delta, 500 miles from Dublin, 400 miles from Copenhagen, and is home to the Zandvoort racetrack? 5, Tony.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands, of course, is correct. Yeah, well done. It's okay. Next question.
I don't want 0.3.
First marketed in the UK as Opal fruit, what brand of chewy sweets comes in orange, strawberry? 6, Mike Foden.
Starburst.
Starburst is correct. Next question, 1 point for Mike. The composer Luigi Boccherini, Pablo Casals and Julian Lloyd. That's 3, Dave Taylor.
Cello.
The cello is the correct answer. Is It Me was the biography of which personality whose notable interviews encompassed a drunk George Best, a silent Chevy Chase, David Icke playing
Well,
4, Christine Moorcroft.
is it Parkinson? Like
It's
Parkinson?
not, I'm afraid, lose another
Oh, I've got no
quarter of a point. David Icke claiming to be the son of God and Ronnie Barker announcing his retirement. It's Terry Wogan. What is Del Boy's local in Only Fools? 7, Peter Robson.
Nagshead.
The Nagshead is worth 1 point. Who was the mother of Diana, 1909 to 63, Sarah, Marigold, Randolph and Mary, and the wife of Winston Churchill? 6, Mike Foden.
Clementine.
Clementine is the correct answer. 4 1/4 inches across is a standard measurement for what? 4, Christine
Did you
Moorcroft.
say 4 1/4?
I did say 4 1/4.
Cricket bat.
No, I'm sorry, you're so unlucky. It might be 8, Barry Howbridge.
A hand?
Not the hand, not in this case. Let me finish the question, please. I'm sorry. 4 1/4 inches across is a standard measurement for what? Established in the 19th century from the 9 that were used at Musselburgh Links, 3 miles west of Preston. 6, Mike Foden.
Holes on a golf course.
Holes on a golf course is correct. Hey, that was unlucky because I think you were probably
It is
close
right,
to that.
But never
as well.
mind, I should have listened.
Next one. Occasionally presented by David Gell and Michael Aldred, which 60s show was more famously presented by? Yes, Mike.
Ready, steady, go.
Ready, steady, go is the correct answer. Located 41 degrees 17 south and 174 degrees 27 east, named after a British Prime Minister, what is the capital of New Zealand? 4, Christine Moorcroft.
Auckland.
No! 8, Barry Howbridge.
Wellington?
Wellington is the
Why
correct
did I say
answer.
Auckland?
Next question,
An eighth of a point.
with just over a minute to go. Let's do these quickly. Which European discovered the Hawaiian Islands in 17... David Taylor.
Captain Cook.
Captain Cook is the correct answer. The fifth largest island in the Mediterranean Sea. Which is the largest Greek island? 5, Tony Gold.
Crete.
Crete is the correct answer. Written by Randy Newman. Performed by Alan Price. Who had an... 6, Mike Foden.
Simon Smith.
Simon Smith is the correct answer. Next question. How is the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? 8, Barry Howbridge.
The Archer?
Archer is absolutely correct. Next question. Good luck, everybody. Which detective made his first appearance in The Mysterious 3, Dave Taylor?
Poirot.
Poirot is correct. We've got 3 questions to go. Over which stretch of water was band leader Glenn Miller flying on December 15th? 3, David Taylor.
The Channel.
10 to the second in front of, yes, correct, 1 point in front of Christine. In which game has the highest player rating been 2,851? Dave Taylor, number 3.
Chess.
Chess is correct. And your last question on this particular round, nobody gets knocked out. Who succeeded Joe Gormley as president of the 8, Barry Howbridge?
Arthur Scargill?
Arthur Scargill is the correct answer. We'll be going to Will for the scores in the first round in just a second. And I'd like to say, Christine, welcome to Gosforth Empire and Newcastle. What a good round, some absolutely excellent pressing, Will, I think. We'll hand over to you. And
Okay, yes, some brilliant pressing, yeah. In the lead is,
The few I knew were
with these scores being carried over to the next round, is Mike Foden on 9.5 points. Dave Taylor got a load towards the end and is now on 6.5 points. Tony Gold on 5 points. Peter Robson on 4 points. Barry Howbridge on 3 3/4 points. Christine is on 1/16 of a point.
Jed's still in the game. Well, we'll be doing part 2 with all people playing in just a few moments' time. Don't touch that dial. Like that, yeah, do. Flick onto the next film. Oh, welcome back to round two
It's
of
just a little bit.
part two of round 11 of Q12 here at Newcastle upon
West
Tyne, hub of the universe. With not such a good day for the North East yesterday in football, but it's a great day here at Q12 because people are scoring points like they're going out of fashion. If I could point out in Kent, there was a young man called Will Barney in round two who was 7 points up after about 4 questions of round two, and I said, "You're through to the next round, mate." He wasn't. What I'm trying to say is that even Mike Foden on 9 points with 12 questions to go on this particular round is not absolutely safe. The first question of round 11 part 2 is this. Good luck, fingers on the buzzers. What am I describing, please? The earliest fossil is surprisingly only 125 million years old. Gives the names to albums by Echo and the Bunnyman and Ace of Base, and a US album released by the Rolling Stones. Magno-Leo-Fighter. For 3 points, can precede bed, pot, arrangement or power. For 2 points, Bambi's first words on seeing his friend, a skunk. 7, Peter Robson.
Flower.
Flower is correct for 2 points. Well done. In which year? Then we're on to press, 6 points. The first colour television sets went on sale for about $1,175 in the United States. A paper entitled Molecular Structure of Nucleic Acids, a structure for deoxyribose nucleic acid by Francis Crick and James D. Watson was published in the magazine Nature. For 4 points, in May, Mike Oldfield, Pierce Brosnan, Victoria Wood, Michael Portillo and Tony Blair were all born. 6, Mike Foden.
1953.
Is the correct answer. Nice today, 4 points. So those risky ones to go for. Which astronomical feature, third question for 6 points, is Pythagoras usually ascribed as identifying as a single body? For 5 points, with a sidereal rotation period of minus 243 days, just over, for 4 points, and an apparent magnitude of minus 4.6. For 3 points, it has an atmosphere which is made up of about 96.5% carbon dioxide. That's number 3 on his own, Dave Taylor.
Venus.
Venus is correct. Got music
Too
there.
scared to post it.
3 points. Next question. Examples of what are found in the cities of Vancouver, Düsseldorf, Las Vegas and at Alton Towers? For 5 points, an example of it put Brockway, Ogdenville and North Haverbrook on the map. For 4 points, 5, Tony Gold.
Monorail.
Dave Taylor was only 300ths of a second behind him. Were you going to say monorail, David?
It's a SkyTrain, which is a monorail.
You live very sad and shallow existences.
Oh!
Well done, Tom.
What links, for 6 points, John Burton Race? He's from the show French Leave. For 5 points, public relations guru Lynn. 6, Mike Foden.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
And the smile gives it away, doesn't it? Well done, Mike. That should put you safe, I think. Whose albums? Mike Foden, an expert at these ones. Whose albums included Reminiscing, Listen to Me, and He's the One? For 5 points, in 2004, Rolling Stone magazine ranked him number 13 on their list of 100 greatest artists of all time. Come on. For 4 points, he was played on film by Gary Busey. 6, Mike Foden.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy did it. Well done. Great knowledge. 7th question out of 12 on this round. Who was named after his father but didn't normally use his Christian name? For 5 points, he was born, fictionally, on July the 1st, 1899. He met Lawrence of Arabia, Norman Rockwell, but most influentially Howard Carter, and had a relationship with Princess Sophie daughter of the Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke. For 4 points, his other partners include Marion Ravenwood and Willie Scott. 5, Tony Gold.
Modesty Blaze.
I'm afraid that's -4, Tony. For 4 points, his other partners included Marion Ravenwood and Willie Scott. For 3 points, he adopted his dog's skate. 6, Mike Foden.
Indiana Jones.
The dog was called Indiana, and that's the correct answer. Good 3 points. Next question. I never finish these questions off. I will put them on the internet for you. Who lived for 35 years, 10 months and 8 days? 5 points. The first 2 names of christening were Johannes and Chrysostomus. Or Chrysostomus, sorry. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Mozart.
Yes, well done. It's kind of lower level
35
quizzing, we say
years.
Amadeus, but the top level guys all
Excellent.
Barry, well done. Who, another who question, who studied management and economics at university in Jeddah? For 5 points, he was influenced by Professor Sheikh Abdullah Azam. That's like a spell. For 4 points, he was born in 1957 in Riyadh. He was one of over 50 children. Oh, Barry, number 8.
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden is correct. Will, can you give us a clue as to who's safe and who's not?
Okay, yeah, massive lead is Mike Foden on 25.5 points. Behind him, looking reasonably safe, is Barry Howbridge on 12.75 points. Dave Taylor is on 9.5 points. But we have an interesting situation with Tony Gold and Peter Robson, who are both on 6 points, so a potential playoff if it remains like that. For a 13th question, and Christine is still on 1/16.
Good luck. Christine, I'm sorry. Sport.
Just go home.
Which BBC Sports Personality of the Year read physics at Durham University? For 5 points, according to the Times, he is an avowed atheist. For 4 points, preceded by Romario and succeeded by Michael Johnson as L'Equipe International Champion of Champions, which he won in 1995. Excluding relay members, as of 2007, he's one of only 10 post-war British Olympic champions. 3, Dave Taylor.
Jonathan Edwards.
An avowed atheist indeed he is nowadays. So well done. Great brave press given that swerve on
That's what
question
threw
at
us,
that 5. 3 points
I know
to Dave. 2 questions to go. Tony, Peter, Christine, all to play for. What name can apply to a dog according to the Kennel Club or Federation Clinologic International Group 6 Section 1 number 295? A dog described as a beagle on steroids. For 5 points, a subfamily of birds of the family Accipitridae, some birds of prey that is, with a taxonomic name of Cercinae. 3 species of them are native to Britain. 5, Tony Gold.
Harrier.
A Toyota car branded the Lexus RX in Europe, at least 1 Midlands football club and 1 North Eastern athletics club, a Hawker Siddeley jet,
Well done, Tom.
Well done.
and
We hope so.
10 Montagues and Marsh of the British variant of which bird, and a very, very valuable 5 points. Number 12. Well done, Tony. Number 12. Which of the United States has its lowest point at just over a kilometre above sea level? In its entirety, this state is higher than any part of England by 32 metres.
Well, I've got nothing to lose.
You haven't. Go on, Christine.
Nevada.
Nevada is
Pretty low.
unlucky. So the situation is that's -6, and I'm afraid Christine's out of it. Peter, you need one of the next 2, mate. Good luck. Oh, he's going for it.
Arizona.
Arizona, I'm afraid, is the wrong answer. I presume Tony doesn't want to press. Go on then, Dave Taylor
Colorado.
is the correct answer, not by much. Well done. Obviously, Christine, what a brave press, and Peter, I did actually goad you into that, but that unfortunately means that as much as we love you, you will not be participating in today's final, but hopefully we'll be seeing you again, especially next year in the team competition, which will be taking place in February through to about July. I'm sure that all you're going to get from your fellow competitors is a very, very appreciative round of applause. So we'll be back with round 3 in just a minute. Part 3 of round 11 of Q12. We have got first to 12 points gets a place in the final in 2 weeks' time in Oxford. Good luck.
Just a life.
Your first question is now. The Dirty Digger is a nickname. 6, Mike Foden.
Rupert Murdoch.
Starting off where you finished last time. Who is the current editor of Private? 6, Mike Foden.
Ian Hislop.
Ian Hislop is absolutely the correct answer. Which private eye created by Dashiell Hammett? 8, Barry Howbridge.
Sam Spade.
Sam Spade, well done. Got the bit between your teeth. You know I'm born to lose, and gambling's for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker. Which playing card gives its name to the song which contains this lyric? 6, Mike Foden.
Ace of Spades.
Yeah, listening today coming up the A1, wonderful it was as well. Got plenty of time to think about this, but you'll get it. What is the probability of being dealt 2 aces in Texas Hold'em, i.e. when receiving 2 cards, all of the cards remaining the unknown? No. 8, Barry Howbridge.
1 in 156?
That was a punt, wasn't it?
No.
No, sorry, it wasn't. I'm going to put you out of your misery and explain the working out to you. You have a 4 in 52, that's 1 in 13. Then you have a 3 in 51 chance, i.e. 1 in 17 of pulling the next one. 17 times 13 is 221.
Of course.
What is the state capital of Texas? 3, Dave Taylor.
Austin.
Is the correct answer. Next question, good luck. Which was the first British 5-speed, 5-door hatchback produced by Austin, but later branded BL? It was the last production model designed by, appropriately, Alex Isigonis. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Maxi.
Is correct, I had one. Great fun it was as well. Thank you. Which fictional character, born on May the 12th, 1956, changed his name to Max Power after a TV cop was given his name? Voiced by Dan Castellaneta, who was voted the greatest TV 5, Tony Gold?
Homer.
Homer Simpson. That's the last Simpsons question today, I assure you. Very good, all very close, all scored points. Nobody running away with it quite yet, Mike. Which 2 words are uttered in the Channel 4 viewers' #1 most scary moment? They're uttered by Jack Nicholson. 5, Tony Gold.
It's Johnny.
6, Mike Foden.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Oh, man, you are so close. Next question. Who wrote The Shining? 6, Mike Foden.
Stephen King.
Stephen King is correct. Between 1087 and 1100, 8, Barry Howbridge.
William II.
William II or Rufus is correct. Which king? Next question. Which female singer gained initial fame fronting Rufus? 6, Mike Foden.
Chaka Khan.
The 13th question of the set. Give any year, take a brave man, give any year during the life of the Zulu leader Shaka. 8, Barry Howbridge.
1860.
lose another life, Barry. I'm sorry about that. Oh, go on. It's... Oh, Dave Taylor.
1830.
Yeah, that's about it.
Sorry, lose a life. Mike, we're giving it to you. It's 1787 to 1828. What is the Swahili word for doctor? Also a TV program. Yes, Dave Taylor, number 3.
Daktari.
Daktari is the correct answer. Meaning animal doctor in Australian Aboriginal. Name the TV program featuring Don Pascoe as a veterinarian, John Stevens. It's Woobinda. Has anybody ever heard of Woobinda? Am I the only person in the world who's heard of Woobinda?
Yes. Yes.
No, the gadget that played him.
Yes.
Thanks, Tony, that's no point. How many troopers jumped out in the song Waltzing Matilda? Christine, do you know? Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred, out jumped the troopers, 1, 2, 3. You're too late, Barry.
Thought I didn't know it. So I'll give it
123 then.
Next question. A perfect cube. Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison and Kurt Cobain are 5, 6, Mike Foden.
All died at the age of 27.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Mike. Mike, you are on 7. Barry on 3, Dave on 2, Tony on 1. Lives lost. Barry, you're drinking the last chance saloon with only 1 life left. Tony and Dave, you've got 2 lives left each. Good luck. Here's your next question. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life. What 3-word term describes the method by which I transferred that passage from the New Testament to the question sheet using the keystrokes Control-C and then Control-V? Mike Foden, number 6.
Cut and paste.
I can't give you that answer, I'm sorry. Lose a life. I would have accepted cut and paste prior to Control-C and Control-V. Control-C is copy, Control-X is cut. Sorry about that, Mike. Well tempted, Steve, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. From the Greek word meaning those having been hidden away, what word describes some story of doubtful authenticity or of dubious... That's number 3, Dave Taylor.
Apocrypha.
Apocryphal is the correct answer, well done. Barry, very unlucky, just behind there. Miami, Florida, San Juan and Puerto Rico, and an island some 850 miles south of Nova Scotia form the definition points of which area? 8, Barry Howbridge.
Oh, I think I'm wrong. Bermuda Triangle.
Yes. Which area? Yes, you can clap if you want. That Lloyd's of London have determined it to be no more dangerous than any other area of the ocean, confirmed by the United States Coast Guard records. So we can go there on our yachts. Bermuda Triangle. On the 11th of April 1981, who started a 9-week run in the UK chart with Bermuda Triangle? 6, Mike Foden.
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow, that does put you on 8 points with 4 to go. Good luck. Give the name of Australia's fictional foul-mouthed cultural... 6, Mike Foden.
Barry Mackenzie.
Lose a life. 5, Tony Gold.
Les Patterson.
Which puts a different complexion on this game. The scores are, Mike has 1 life left. Barry has 1 life left, but Mike has 8 points. The rest are trailing behind, but this is very exciting. Good luck, everybody. In which film did Barry Humphries voice Bruce the Shark and Geoffrey Rush voice Nigel the Pelican? 5, Tony Gold.
Finding Nemo.
Is worth 1 point. Well done, Tony Gold. Lady Deadlock and Nemo. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Bleak House.
Bleak House is the correct answer. Thank you for that appreciation as well. It's well deserved. If 48 quadrillion people played the English normal version of bingo, after how many numbers would house probably be called?
1 life left, lads.
5, Tony Gold.
15.
Is the correct answer, Tony. The question is, do you go for it or don't you? I'm going to put a rotten one in there some week. If a player plays 15 at rugby union, what number? 8, Barry Howbridge.
1.
I'm so glad I managed to get what number in just before you pressed. Would you have said full-back?
Yeah.
Good swerve, mate. Well done. Any of the 3 names required. Who did Jack Nicholson play in 1 Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? 5, Tony Gold.
Murphy.
Randall Patrick McMurphy is the correct answer and puts Tony on 5 points. Barry on 6, Mike on 8, Dave on 3. Tony, you've got 2 lives in hand. Randall Patrick McMurphy. In which Irish county are Randallstown, Ballymena, Ballymoney, Carrickfergus, Larne and Portrush, all the and the constituencies of Belfast North and Belfast West? What would you have said? No penalty. Antrim. It's a good job you didn't press, Tony. Of what rock are the hexagonal columns that comprise? 8, Barry Howbridge.
Basalt.
I'm afraid for the rest of you, it's the correct answer. You're still in, Barry. 1 point.
Excellent shot, mate.
Oh, I just love this game. What term refers to yarn and fabric made from flax fibres? Once a staple industry of Antrim, today it is often used as a generic. 8, Barry Howbridge.
Linen.
Linen is correct, Barry. 8 points and 8 points for the two players on 1 life. What is the alternative name for flax, especially applied to that oil used to Dave Taylor by 0.02 of a second.
Linseed.
Linseed is correct, David, and puts you on 4. Of which fictional city was Mayor Linseed the mayor, at least in the 1960s TV version? 8, Barry Hybrid.
Gotham City.
Gotham, well done for not saying Batman. Barry, you're in the lead on 9 points. Numerically, which Thunderbird was piloted by Gordon? 3, Dave Taylor.
4.
Is the correct answer. Well done, David. Can't be long to go. In which other TV series, apart from Thunderbirds, was Gordon designated number 4? Number 5 was James. You never see his paintwork dirty. 6, Mike Foden.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, at last we've got something else to know about. 9 points puts you on, well, that's 9 points for one.
You're playing to his strengths now.
We've reached my level now.
Who became Chief Mechanical Engineer of the London, Midland and Scottish Railway, 1932 to 1944? 8, Barry Howbridge.
Nigel Gresley.
No, sorry mate. Give Barry a round of applause. The only locomotive engineer, apart from George Stephenson, to be admitted to the Royal Society, he designed the Black 5. Quite a tough question really. The second of the more or less 30 engineers, Stanier. Next question. Swindon Town are the only football league term to have no letters in common with which sea fish? Tony Gold.
Mackerel.
Tony Gold goes on to 6 points.
What a ridiculous
The only
question.
country and capital without any letters in common with the word mackerel. What is the capital of Djibouti? It's Djibouti. Only 20 kilometres away, what is the closest Arabian Asian country to Djibouti? Its largest city and capital being at Sana'a. The people going to go, oh. Number 3, Dave Taylor.
Yemen.
Is the correct answer, Dave.
Is it still called Yemen?
8, 9, 6, 6. Anybody's game. Good luck. As with many isolated island systems, what are the only mammals native to the isolated Yumani islands of Socotra? Probable because these are the only flying mammals. 3, Dave Taylor.
Bats.
Bats is correct. Name that viral zoonotic disease that causes acute encephalitis, inflammation of the brain, in mammals. Bats being most notorious vectors, but dogs also being responsible, hence quarantine regulation? 3, Dave Taylor.
Rabies.
Rabies is correct, and Dave, you are absolutely in contention on 8 points. If a vector was described in our Cartesian coordinate system as following the straight line x equals y, when 1x equals 1y, give the value of the angle between the x-axis and the vector. 3, Dave Taylor.
45 degrees.
45 degrees is correct. What is the tangent of 45 degrees? 3, Dave Taylor.
1.
1 is correct, and Dave Taylor is now on 10 points, 2 away. What colour was the England #1 shirt in the 1966 World Cup final? 6, Mike Foden.
White.
Mike?
I'm sorry.
So, it's between Dave and Tony. What colour was the England #1 shirt in the 1966 World Cup final? It was yellow.
Sorry,
What is the French word for yellow? 3, Dave Taylor.
Jean.
Jean is correct, and you're 1 point off. What is the reputed song of the male Yellowhammer, supposedly asking for a small portion of 3, Dave Taylor?
A little bit of bread and no cheese.
And it's a win for Dave Taylor. From behind we will be talking to these players in just a moment when I go over and sit next to them, but that is arguably the most exciting, nail-biting quiz I've ever had the privilege to ask questions for. We'll be talking to players in just a moment's time. Well, you can see how I love doing this quiz so much. We meet some great people and have some absolutely fantastic competitions. Coming to Newcastle today, instead of going all the way up to Scotland, saved me a lot of time, but it's given me a great deal of pleasure. I always maintain that with QU12 quite often you get players knocked out who you'd just love to play in your own quiz team, and you'd win a lot of competitions with them as well. We've got Peter Robson over there. Peter, the second time you've done it, you brought your mates with you. Where do you think, could you have actually got through anywhere?
I think the first round, after you've got a few points, you're frightened to go in too early because you're half your points. So I'll try to play safe. Maybe it's wrong because that's twice I haven't got through.
Well, of course, today it was slightly different with the variant that you actually maintained your points as well. It enabled people like Mike to keep going. It's such a place to meet people. We've got somebody over here, we've got Christine, and we've got absolutely fabulous Jed down here. And this is the loveliest dog I've ever met. He's so well behaved. You Malibu, of course. Christine, did you enjoy it today?
I loved it, yes, except that I pressed for the questions that I didn't know the answers to. I didn't press for the ones I did.
Good tactics.
Quizzes, wasn't it?
Christine's an absolutely fabulous example of somebody.
The next
You've
time I won't do
been
that.
on Mastermind twice. You edited Pass magazine for a while, and you've won a round of Mastermind as well.
No, never won a round.
Oh well, same
I
as
got
me.
a round where I didn't come last.
Do you think you'll be entering Mastermind again sometime?
In about 10 years.
Okay. What special subjects did you do when you were in Mastermind?
I did Vincent van Gogh and perfume.
Well, are you going to Jed on Mastermind? Do you think they'd let him
I
on?
think you probably do as well as I did.
Okay. Jed, it's been a pleasure actually having you at the quiz, and we're going to kidnap you and take you home to my daughters, but thank you very much. Anyway, talking about dogs, we've got the 4 finalists today.
You bitch.
And what an exciting final it was. It was the most exciting final we've had so far, in that, well, Barry, you were out of it, you were back in it, and you were out of it again.
Still out of it.
Is there any questions that you particularly wish you just stayed you?
Oh, the probability one. The probability one was just a disaster. I just wasn't thinking carefully. I've got 1 over 13 and 1 over 12. It's 1 over 13 for the first ace, and then you've got to think it's 3 out of the rest of the cards for the other ones. So I was annoyed about that one.
Yeah, but your mates did well, and they put you under pressure all the time, didn't they? Actually force. The standard's so high here that people will force into errors, I think.
You basically got to go in if you think you know the answer, and sometimes you don't. That's the problem.
A person who really wanted to enter at Durham but never did, a bit recalcitrant, I think he was about doing it, but actually shows he, again, opened up his legs and showed his class today. An organiser of the CIU quiz, probably the best team quiz in the country. In fact, I can't think of who to beat it. Tony Gold, you watched the last game, you participated in this one. Can you give us a clue what's different between watching? Is it easier to watch than to play it?
You tend to drink more when you're watching it. You get the opportunity to drink more. You're more relaxed with just simply watching it, and being relaxed, I think you can answer more. The gamble element's not there, and the stress of thinking should I buzz or not. So, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it on both sides. I must confess, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much playing in it as watching the last time, but I seriously did.
You don't have to confess, it's not an admission of guilt, you know. Again, these guys, I mean, such a particularly high standard between 6 players who could all quiz per many 3 to put a great quiz team together for Master Team or something like that. There was just a window of opportunity there, which I perceived in the final. You got into the final, and then there was just a moment where I thought, hang on a minute, this bloke's coming up on the rails here. You must have felt the same yourself.
Losing a life, I don't know, perhaps I should have gambled a good bit more. There was a few that I knew, 45 degrees and things like that at the end. But I felt that it would have took a great effort to sort of overhaul Dave, I think, on that.
I'd like to actually use the platitude that fortune favours the brave.
Yeah, at that stage.
But that would be incorrect with reference to the man who I thought was actually going to walk away with it after his first and second round performance, and singing at Durham as well. Mike, 3 pressers and 3 zips. 2 of them were very, very close, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I've tended to be fairly cautious and go for the things I know, and I felt, but with the quality of the people in the final there, I felt I needed to gamble a little bit, and it was close on a couple of occasions. But Dave came up with such a storming finish there. I still think he's a worthy winner today.
Yeah, would you agree with me? I've not got to the bottom of this quiz yet, having done 12 of them. You've seen most of them on YouTube and Blip, I believe. Would you agree with me that in the final, because of that pressure from around the players, I am looking at the top players, it's not going to be easy for anybody to win, is it?
Well, I think reputations obviously precede people, and there's some great players in the final, but that last round, the pressure will tell, and it'd be really hard to make predictions for that one. And I think that's the joy of a quiz like this, a buzzer quiz. No matter what your strengths are, you've got to be prepared to gamble a little bit. So,
yeah, I've never seen the strategy which Dave employed today, coming off as successfully he did, but he just seemed to have that little bit in reserve, just held off a little bit early on, and because the lives were falling, perhaps later on, people were being more reticent about pressing. Over to you, Dave. Did you have a strategy to back off at first?
Yes, because I'm unfortunately naturally one of the world's conservative type people, I think, and my heart's still beating like clappers at the minute.
Going into those last 10, 12 questions, there were people basically drinking at the last chance saloon around you, and you were given often 5-10 seconds to think about an answer, and instead of being impetuous, you actually thought and you went in. Particularly the real game breaker for me was the 2 questions, the 45 degrees on the vector and then the tangent of 1. I'm sure that each person sitting around this table and most of the audience wanted to say 1, but were just too scared to get it. But you actually figured it out and you got your percentages right, didn't you?
Well, fortunately, if I were to go on masterminds, probably the history of mathematics would be one of the subjects that I would take. So I was quite happy that they happened to come up at that time. And then I think you sort of tend to get on a bit of a roll in any case, as you were alluding to.
Yeah, roll's an important thing from both ways, whether you're being successful or unsuccessful. Once you've got the bit between your teeth, you can actually get 6 out of 7 and whoa, you're up there with 2 to go. It was such a good round today that I actually only had 1 question left from the whole set. I write 50 for a set of these, and naturally with 4 players, never expected to go past 48. They played so well, so competitively between them, that I'd love to give the prize to any of the players who participated today, but it's my pleasure to award to you, Dave, cheque for £100 in the place of the final. He did buy a drink for everybody, and the Pear Cyclopedia for a very, very noble winner who's going to fly the flag for the North East with great honour. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget that the next round will be in Oxford in 2 weeks' time, and that will be the final round, followed immediately by the final, hosted by Jeremy Beadle. So I think for the time being, this might be, as a question master, goodbye from me and goodbye from everybody in the North East. Thanks for watching, and don't forget QU12, log onto the website and join in the competitions. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.